My brother got me this hat.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm really into alien stuff.
Are we allowed in the universe?
What?
Are we allowed in the universe?
Oh, I thought you said, are we allowed in the universe? I was like, holy shit.
So we're now basically halfway through the
thing.
the thing. Amnesia Fortnight. I forgot what it was.
The fortnight. What's a half a fortnight?
It's a semi-fortnight.
It's a week.
Devin Kellerstein.
Yeah.
I just want to check in before I go because I'm gonna go to Brazil.
That sounds fun.
So this would be the point where you come in and you cry and you say like it was a big mistake. You wish you had never signed up for this. It's all falling apart. Won't I stop it? And then I say, cheer up. Right? Okay, so go.
I think everything's okay.
Sorry, documentary guys.
It might be good to get together as a team and like look at it
Yeah.
at the halfway point and just see.
That'd be awesome. That'd be good for me to see where we're at. So full throttle's done. So I can. Thank you. Thank you, Ray.
Done again.
It's done again. It's done again.
Andy, today's a very special day.
It is? How?
Yeah, it's your birthday.
No, it's not. It's good because now I can kind of do some Amnesia Fortnight stuff because up until now I've been kind of focused on that because, you know, the show must go on. I mean, if there's, it's cool to take a break from stuff, but when you're in a game like at the end, the game's release date isn't going to wait, so I kind of had to take care of everything, but everything worked out. So, okay, well, I think we've got the systems working. How do we tune and balance those systems and break them down? I can probably help out a little bit with that. Plus, on top of that, just keeping things organized, keeping things running, making sure that everyone's got what they need. My thought is at this point, there should be no questions left about should we make it work this way or that way. When you're working with a thing this small, I'm a big fan of disagree and commit. You know, I want to do it this way. Well, I want to do it this way. Well, somebody's got to disagree, commit to what we're going to do and do it. So we'll see.
I'm going to come back and the game's all going to be done. What am I going to see?
I think there's just been a lot of things going in parallel, and they've kind of all come together. And also, telling everyone that there's a review at 4 o'clock makes everyone like get their stuff done, so that everyone can check in a huge amount of stuff at like 3:57.
I'm sure Silvio's probably losing his mind because I have everything checked out right now. But you know what? Too bad for him. Yeah, I mean, I pulled some old assets too. I mean, that always helps, and I, modified them significantly in ZBrush, but it meant that I wasn't starting completely from zero, which is always nice. But
Are you happy with the art style you ended up with, Jeff?
I mean, I think if it was a different project, I would have probably done things a little differently. But in the time we have right now, I'm okay with it. The only nobody's really saying no to the shit I'm dicking around with, so there's far more shine in this demo than anything we've done in Psychonauts, so that's nice.
You like shiny?
No, not necessarily, but we're really clamping it hard in Psychonauts. Just because that's the style of game. It's nice to sort of work outside of that and just work on something different for a little while. Now we build lighting. Oh, I also need to just create all the foliage. Like, I've got all the plants and rocks and trees and crap like that, but all of the other smaller things that I paint down, I was thinking of needing to do small rocks, but this material's already got it in it, so there's no point. I built out this little area I have to cover this whole thing, so that'll be fun. There's not a lot of biodiversity, so I got to figure out a way to sort of monkey with that. And maybe I can scale these up a bit so all you see is tree trunks that go off of the screen, and then it's like dark in there because you have sort of a huge canopy and whatnot. So it's all together. Yeah, it's meeting time now, so where the hell are we supposed to be? Cold room. Hooray.
Should we run full screen too? No one wants to see that.
Super unexciting.
Yes! Yes! All right.
Can anyone see that?
This is our game. All right, so we've got character running around.
solid run animation.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you hold down shift, you can run.
Oh yeah, so this is like our walk is reasonably fast, and then we've got
here's run.
a full-on sprint. So the creatures right now, they all kind of charge at you and start attacking you. I killed it.
It was only worth 5 pounds. That's great.
I think they're all worth 5 pounds.
Are they all too aggressive right now? It seems
So-
like everything wants to just smash
So
your face apart.
they're all aggressive.
Right now, it's kind of got like a pink Best Buds vibe going on. They're like, hey, come be my buddy.
That could be a trait, just one big leg.
Oh, there's a guy with a tail. Dude, we have animations on the tail.
Just an idle.
Oh God, is the tail getting so that's procedurally attaching now? Okay. Yeah, it does prove out that we can do an attachment that's based on a trait.
How much fun would you say you're having?
Basically none. Actually, I mean, it's fun in
Seems
that,
like
we've
non-zero.
made something that you can like interact with. It's got cool art coming into it, so like that's really cool. But I don't think it's
You died.
Oh my gosh, we have death.
That's pretty good.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna take off. So is there anything you want to know? Want to ask? I can solve all management problems like that.
Sure. How do I make a video game?
Oh yeah. You find really smart people.
Okay.
Get out of their way.
Okay.
That's why I'm going to Brazil.
Okay. I'm using your good people. You got good people.
Yeah.
And then you let me borrow them.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing you in the game in a week, fully done, and awesome and perfect.
Yeah.
Or just interesting.
I mean, it's going to be
At least
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Okay.
I hope it's good.
All right. Good job. Godspeed. Knock 'em dead. Okay, they're done filming. Now tell me how's it really going.
I think things are going.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
He was telling the truth.
when the camera's on and the microphone's on, there's like, I don't know. It's a slightly filtered version of the truth, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Not me.
You were here last time when Derek led a project.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've observed him? Has he?
Dude, that guy is chill as hell right now. Last time he was chill, but you could see him just being like, I'm not sure. And then this time, every time he talks to me, he has like the calmness in his eyes of like a spiritual leader. He's like, thanks for coming and working here. Thanks a lot.
Flip it again, flip it again, flip it. Do the thing, the cool thing. Sweet. Better shadows.
He said, do the cool thing.
Oh, yeah. Cool thing. Just shadows look nicer. Yeah.
The day today, we'll be halfway through Amnesia Fortnight, and I'd like to have more of the different pieces that we have connected than we do now.
Yeah, we need to start like just play testing stuff.
Yeah, we don't want it all to
Getting
come
it back.
together at the end, especially because it's a multiplayer game and there's
Yeah.
balancing and game feel and all those things that like we don't have a good idea of yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think by
How do you feel?
that being the case.
Pretty good.
You feel half done?
Yeah, I think so. we're as far as we could be right now.
I mean, this is another thing that'll just come up when we have multiplayer and you're facing against the people and
Yeah,
we have
like
a lot of
this,
this
it's
stuff
all
in.
theoretical. Like I have no idea how that's going to
Yeah.
feel when we're all running around trying
Right.
to mash each other with a sword, and then you have a punch attack, and the punch attack could also just do like a knockback and not a lot of damage.
Mm.
So you could like use that to like push them back and then sword fight.
Yeah, forced turbo mode. Well, we don't have a video game yet, so like you can run around and make stuff, but the real game is making pots, fighting with them, and smashing each other. So, I mean, I guess we have some interesting proven ideas, and this guy, I mean, I guess this guy wins AF, no matter what. Yeah, we were just sort of like guessing at what level design should be for this thing, since we don't have multiplayer up and fully running yet. So, it's just some ideas we were testing out.
Oh, missed it.
I didn't even try it. I didn't do that right. But it's cool that like you can just like if you do get stuck somewhere, like you just pop out and like
pop
oh,
out.
it's there.
If you have any other cool ideas, for level layout stuff.
I'll try to think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's coming together really
coming
quickly.
together. Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks. We're kind of getting to the point where like we can start actually like playing the level, and like they kind of just added this new like little chasm in the middle and like a bridge that you can kind of jump across. So like I think they're already kind of starting to think about like gameplay. We've been making models for the first couple of days, just like all these rocks and stuff. So we have a ton of rocks and like rock walls. So like there's like a lot of blends and stuff between the grass and the rock and everything. Derek kind of just drew a quick map of it. So there's like 2 bases here, and then like a raised level, and then like just this kind of like battle area in the middle. There's like 2 definite sides that they're kind of fighting, and like only some pots can jump across this, which makes it interesting. Like if they're too big or too slow, they can't make this jump. Another cool thing is you just kind of pop out of it. This is kind of part of the gameplay. This is like popping.
Now it's just kind of stuck down there.
Yeah. So like I was asking if we could get like at least 8 characters running around just to see if the size is right and stuff.
Like
And
any
if,
bottlenecks or anything like that.
yeah, there's like all the stuff they were talking about in like some of the design meetings about like having like a water mechanic and like having to like douse out the flames of the other kiln. And it would be cool if we could do that, because that would just add like another cool thing to do in the level. But I think we're really close to just having things punching. So I don't know, maybe there's time to do that. But I mean, just like the pot thing alone is super cool. And like they got that in pretty quickly.
Can you just make your thing small?
It's really fun to make terrible pots. I can't smash them, but I can knock them out of the universe.
Jump off there. Yeah. Oh no.
You can end with that one. Just there you go.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, because I'm gonna be gone for a
Yeah.
week.
Have a good
I'm gonna
trip.
come back and just play the game. That's the next time I'm gonna
Yeah,
see the game.
you're gonna
is
make
when
some
it's
pots and
done,
you're gonna run
when
around.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
When it's 100% perfect.
It'll be
I'm gonna throw some pots.
partially perfect. it'll be perfect. It'll be good. Yeah.
And then Asif, see, he's kind of in a similar situation as you this time, like where he's like, I don't know how to make a game.
Yeah.
And, like, do you feel for him? Or?
No. I think it's cool. Just watching them go through the stuff. Pan.
It's all right.
Hey,
Filmmaking, it's easy. Not like games. Games is hard.
games are hard.
Asif.
Food movies are hard.
Siddiqui, or Sid, as you like to be called.
Yes, Timmy Shafe.
You could try.
T-Shafe.
It'll never
I'm still trying to
stick.
make that one stick.
T-Shafe?
Yeah, T-Shafe.
I have never heard anyone call me T-Shafe.
I just call you that every single time I see you. I'm sure that I have.
All right, Sid. Anyway, halfway through the project, by the way. Not to freak you out, but it's halfway over. How do you feel?
Overall, like, I am pretty at peace with, like, the prototype just being what it is.
But you're still going to try and make it good, right?
Of course. Brian got the basic game loop working last night before he left, which is
Nice.
really sweet. So you can take an ingredient from the station, put it into a thing, wait for it to cook, and then put it in the God bowl. So we just need to do that 5 or 6 more times. So yeah, that's good. Today, Ryan is going to... I feel like everyone on the team is being super supportive. I just want to be clear about that. And they're all doing amazing work, and they're all working extremely hard. But I am being very hard on myself about how things are going. I personally feel like I'm like letting the team down somehow by like hitting these roadblocks that we've hit today. Where like it's like I didn't do enough to like prepare to like keep this thing running as smoothly as I wanted it to.
Who'd have thought you'd take that position? That it's...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, because today was sort of like the first day where like there were really a lot of people who were like, all right, what do I do next? Like, I'm blocked by this, and like I need that. You need to give me this, and like we need to get this figured out because we have like a ton of crap to do, and there was just some stalling, and like that was I did not take that well just on a personal level. Combat, I think, because we can just do X to interact for the other stuff if we need to, but rail sliding we definitely want to have. So
Rail sliding is kind of tough without a camera follow.
Oh yeah.
We don't have it in right now. We haven't gotten around to it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to
it
know.
Kind of like stays in the position, and you have to ride the camera to look in the direction you're going.
Right. Okay, I will talk to Ryan about that. And then the other thing that was also really hard was that there was this big unknown sort of in my periphery, which was the writing for all the dialogue, because we were like, we need to get a head start on recording VO today. And I was like, I thought we were doing that on Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully we're recording. Do you want to direct the VO?
I would like to be there just so that there isn't like wasted time of back and forth.
Sure.
I mean, I obviously trust you guys to do that, but it's just we can all do it at the same time. And
Yeah, no,
that'll
I
be
think
it.
it's a good experience.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. Cool.
Yeah, we're just at this point. I think there's very little editing going on. It's just, yep, that's good. That's a line.
Yeah, 3 actually sounds perfect, just because there's a bunch of other stuff that needs to happen too. So like, maybe we can just make that the plan for now.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will just stand outside here and just, I figure the fewer people in here, the better.
Sure.
But if you have any questions about anything, you can have him holler at me.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this is a little crazy because I didn't really get to spend too much time reviewing the script at all. I feel like any direction that I might have is not going to be as like well thought out because like I did not write every single line myself, or like, I mean, it all makes sense, everything that was written. It's just I'm going to have to like think of stuff on the spot, which is, one more thing that I need to worry about and stress about. Lee P.
Ooh, it's a clown car.
Hi.
The phrase clown
You were
car. Oh, look
sitting
at that.
there.
I'm going to have this phallus in my face.
That's right. It's like,
There's some
just
guy.
relax.
Yeah.
Put some lotion in the basket.
That was really good.
I'd fuck me. All right.
Thank God I'm recording.
Yes. All right.
The announcer is sort of like this this spirit that embodies the arena. So it's like the arena is kind of speaking. There isn't like a physical body attached to it. Thing is, like, that this is going to get people pumped up because, like, as much as they are afraid of like these gods, they also kind of like celebrate the whole spirit of the thing. So they're like kind of like fans of him, but scared at the same time.
So this is like the wrestling thing where the guy walks out.
A bit, yeah.
Little flares go off. And Billy Squires in the background.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Nice.
Oh, so you've already heard the musical reference. Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Everybody wants some. Sorry.
Okay.
A round of applause for Lord Sokanashi!
It's awesome.
For those who are curious.
So now that's taken care of. We have a little bit more to record still, and I assume there will be pickups, but it's just a huge weight off my mind. So now I'm feeling better at the end of the day than I was earlier.
Man, okay,
what's
so that'll
happening
simplify.
here? This looks great.
If we're looking for side pieces for the platforms, then it was simplified if both of the platforms were square in some way.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll see that I threw your thing together. I did a quick version of it in here.
Yeah.
So I've got a small platform, and that's kind of repeated down here, and then down here in a couple places. Just arbitrarily place it around. We're going to make one of these beams, and then we're just going to place it around, scale it, rotate it.
I think that's totally fine.
And some of those longer paths over the lava, they'll just be like, there might be like a big stone in the middle, and then like some posts coming off of it.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, like
cool.
kind of like this, whatever this stone
The same
piece would be.
exact prop. Yep.
Yeah. Just this
The,
a version of this kind of thing.
Yep.
Basically.
So we had to kind of figure out when you look at one of these drawings, just what is all this stuff and how can it be reused in different areas by breaking it into components. Reusability is a big one. From all the art that's been coming out, it seems like we'll need something a little bit more handcrafted. So it's my own fault, but mainly Say's fault. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave for a week though. Do you have any other things you want to ask before I leave?
Nope.
Nope. You've been watching people make games here for a long time, so you know exactly what's gonna happen.
I know kind of. I have a sketch of an idea of what to do and what not to do.
I'll give you one tip. Don't let anybody film it.
Yeah.
Because that way, when you screw up, there's like, First of all, you'll be on camera screwing up, and you'll look fat the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Lose. Don't do it.
I made peace with that too, and I just will refuse to look at myself.
You look great. Like you always look sharp.
Why do you think I do that, Tim?
But you've never been on camera before.
I at least have that.
Good job. Good job. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for letting me do this.
Man,
Yeah, I mean, pitching in general. Yeah.
I couldn't stop you. The internet demanded it.
Wow.
The internet demanded your game.
Well, let's see if they're happy with what they get. I'm happy with what we have. So.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim.
Good job, Asif. He's definitely going to be like a different person as far as his perspective on games after these 2 weeks. And I hope he just gets a more clear idea of like making all those creative ideas he has better. Because he's, if you've never implemented any of your ideas, they're all this kind of, like if you've never finished a book or never finished a screenplay or whatever, you have all these ideas and they seem all basically workable. And then you try to actually fit them into some format, screenplay or children's book or board game, whatever it is, and you're like, these don't fit in this at all. And then you go through that. If you make something or if you don't make something, then you go back to this process of the brainstorming phase, and you just have you're a little bit more intelligent about what works and what doesn't work, and it makes you hopefully have more ideas and not less. Fewer. Oh God, don't tell me when I said less, when I said say fewer.
Oh wait, maybe this. All right.
It's not in there. I had a big sweat problem there for a long time.
He's been out for like 2 hours. Launch day, man. Busy. And I've been just watching sales figures.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna start performing. I was about to go, bye Tim, to the screen. It's like, what am I doing? That's not Thanks for putting that chip in my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna go. See ya.
Classic.
Okay.
But go through the main menu.
Main menu it is.
Okay, so we've been trying to get the 2-screen up and running. This will be
In a meaningful way.
In a meaningful way. In a meaningful way. It should actually be something like a video game happening to us. A pickle game that's Rob. It's back. It's back. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
it's all right.
God.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's all right.
God.
You can do it.
Oh God.
You got it. You got it. No, you missed it.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. Oh. There's one.
Oh, thank God.
Got stuck in the collision. All right.
All right.
Soak me in brine and serve me delicately.
Are you a pickle?
Watch out! TV. Okay, step back. Use the teleport. Step back.
Strike me down and serve me rare.
Strike means bowling ball. Serve means.
Oh, this is so bad. James, I said. Seriously, man, this is
But
important.
you gotta use the meat though, because you gotta serve them rare.
Make tennis hints obvious, please. Seriously, dude.
Did it change?
No. Not
okay,
yet.
So then it's still broken. Based on things that I don't understand.
But we really do need to. This stuff needs to be pretty easy to set up and pretty airtight, and we're still having. Is it like?
We just haven't done passes on all the props. Like, we've fixed up props as we've used them, but we haven't been like, okay, we've made this prop. Let's make sure it works with all of the things that we're doing.
Whatever
with
the causes are, we just need to get over this hump because now I would consider us behind schedule on this part of it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's probably not major. It's just been like 3 days in a row where we sort of hope we had just the basic loop up and running, and each time there's been problems with it. I realize they're all like simple content problems.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming once we get over that, it'll be like, oh, now we know how to do it. But the longer we spend not knowing how to do it, the more worrisome it gets for sort of landing this on the end of the 2 weeks.
And then there's a property on here, should simulate physics. If that's turned off, I don't even know actually if it'll collide with things. Let me test that. I don't remember if I did collision or physics on that, or both, or whatever. Yeah, it does collide.
Our biggest risk right now is we still don't have one actual game up and running. So, but that does mean if we don't get it working fast enough, we won't have enough time to actually polish and make it good. And so the biggest risk would be it's a big pile of nonsense garbage at the end. just the usual problem.
But don't you think at the end you'd be able to say like, "Hey, I told you guys."
Yeah, exactly. Like I have
no idea what I'm doing.
I know. I've got my ass covered.
It was literally in my pitch.
That's right.
Might as well called it "Don't pick this game."
Don't pick this game.
Tim. Yeah, this is
And,
my personal pick, so you can't
saw it as a taunt.
mess this up.
My biggest concern right now is breaking things by going through and clearing out classes and not knowing, like, oh, actually, there's some weird functionality that depended on some weird property that specifically just that instance of that
just
class
break
was
it. Don't
set.
worry
Okay.
about it.
I'll just break things
everything.
and then we'll fix everything.
Because there's only
afterwards.
one thing that ought to be working, and that's tennis.
Fair enough.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
Okay, good. Do those techs have collision? I think they do. That's not good for me. All right. Yeah! All right, and then we actually successfully completed an entire thing for the first time. Glad we got that on camera. No, it's like all Aaron's fault. No, actually, we've all just been generating props. Like everybody on the project has just been making props, and they're all made completely differently.
The problem is a lack of organization.
Yes, so we're gonna make the one prop, and the one prop will work correctly, and everything will be
is
based
on
on
the
the
one
prop. Yeah.
Is that a guarantee, Aaron?
Nothing's a guarantee in game development.
Smart response, but not a brave one.
And it ends Tuesday. Pencils down is on Tuesday and Tuesday night. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you then.
Awesome.
See you then.
Great.
Okay. I can't reach it. Hey, so yeah, this thing. Hit the what with the what?
Hit a bowling ball with the hammer.
Wait, I didn't even do the first thing.
You did, but you didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
That is not yet.
Yeah, there we
you
go.
go. You did it. You did it.
Oh shit! I have 1,000 seconds to
Steal
do
the
what?
hammer.
Steal the hammer. Steal the hammer. Steal the hammer. Where's the hammer? That hammer over there? Okay. Yeah. I got it.
Every time this game play tested something, movie get out.
All right.
Throw it out the window.
Throw it out the window.
You can do it.
Yay! All right. What else now?
Wait for it.
Steal the pickle.
Steal the pickle. Steal the pickle. Okay.
Not my pickle.
Out the window.
Yay.
All right. What else?
Next, steal the turtle.
Come here, turtle.
Please tell me someone knocked on the turtle, right?
Yes.
Throw the poor turtle.
Oh.
Oh shit! There are cat hands.
Oh, this is a Periscope test level. It's fine. I forgot to remove it from the list. But you won all the completable ones.
I did, and that was actually like a real thing.
And now you can.
Yay! All right, that's amazing. That was actually kind of fun. What changed? I mean, was there anything?
A lot of things changed.
We fixed it. Do we know why?
Yeah, well, Aaron redid all of our props to have actual physics. Yay!
Okay.
And then with James's help, I isolated and removed some questionable logic, and that allowed the tennis thing to complete. Finally.
Okay. All right. Awesome. One. Did that seem fun?
Yeah.
Like, would that be fun if we were not the team who built it?
I think with a layer of polish on it, it makes a big difference.
I think even with the simple text, just even that version of it is kind of compelling, maybe? I don't know. And then the other ones obviously are more complex than this, but that,
Oh yeah, this isn't a perfect test. We shouldn't be able to see what the VR sees.
Yeah. We're definitely going to spend some time in the next day or two getting the second camera stuff working.
I've got a Periscope working.
And it shows on the second screen?
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. All right. You want to do a go team?
This is for you, James.
Yeah, get in here. You're the one who loves it. Go team! What? You missed it? Does anybody want to go get beers?
James, what are you doing?
What's that? What?
Oh.
Ooh.
Don't aim that at me. Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
You guys come close. Come down closer. Come here. You closer. Come on. Do you guys ever go see a band? Come on, closer. You guys, you don't need to be so far away. No. Today we ship Full Throttle Remastered. And we just wanted to acknowledge that with a little toast as we toast the last few hours of Andy's life. You feeling better?
I'm gonna need a minute.
I want to thank Andy Almano for finishing his game for us. But it means a lot to me. First game I ever project led, and it was a really important game for me. And it's nice to see other people playing it who've never played a point-and-click adventure before. And
There are
having a
people
good time.
playing that video game who are old enough to drink who weren't even alive when that game came out.
Yeah. So, without further ado, does anyone want to toast? Pass these around, you guys. Here. All right, 3 cheers for the Full Throttle team!